Ruto 10 bila break. 2 term. Ruto 10 bila break.
Ikiwa umekuja hapa kama wewe si wa 2 term, usikanyage hapa. Odinga alituacha kwa ODM na Gor Mahia na broad-based government.
Mimi kama Dano Ria kutoka Dandora nasema ya kwamba tuko ndani ya broad-based government.
Nairobi ni broad-based under Oburu'S Odinga. Na tuko nyuma ya Nyawang'aya. Asanteni.
Sisi party leader wetu anaitwa Mheshimiwa Oburu. Chairperson Gladys Ayatiano Nyasuna Wanga.
Mimi bwana ODM nitachukua direction kwa party leader Dr. Oburu'S Odinga. Broad-based. Asanteni sana.
Tutafuata Daktari Oburu'S Odinga. Tuna support Dr. Oburu'S Odinga.
Baba alituacha kwa broad-based, sisi ni watu wa 2 term.
Tuko 2 term, ndio.
Niko ndani ya broad-based. Raila ndiyo mwenye hapa.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, guys, for your greatest support. Now, fellow Kenyans, come close. I want us to discuss this issue of ODM, because in as much as maybe the Luo people, my Luo friends, my Luo brothers and sisters, and those who are deep into ODM, they don't want us to talk about this. But that is what we have to do. That is what we are doing. We have to expose. We have to say what is. We have to mention. We have to say things as they are, and we have to openly do things as they're supposed to be done. So I want us to talk about ODM, and you and I must agree on this. That right now, ODM is in a situation. ODM is not in a relationship with the UDA. ODM is in a situation whereby they really don't know who they are. Actually, the truth of the matter is that right now, the current leadership of ODM, being led by Oburu'S Odinga, they don't know who they are, they don't know where they are. That is why at one point, they are saying that they want to form a government. On the other hand, they are going to produce a candidate. On the other hand, they want to negotiate with William. So, they really don't know themselves. And that is unakuja unapata kwamba sasa hivi ODM is making a lot of noise. I watched the rally that walifanya Kamukunji wakaenda Kibra, and I was like, what is this? Why is it that ODM hakuna siku like ODM bado wanaeneza tu ile mambo na goons. Like it is not right now. ODM is not a party. ODM is like a marketplace. You understand? ODM sasa hivi ni kama marketplace whereby people are shouting, people are doing everything. People are just kupiga kelele hapa na pale. So you wonder. You understand? So that is what I want us to talk about. And there is also a guy here mwenye amenitumia kitu which I'll read for you. But before we do all these things, fellow Kenyans, let me humbly request you that if at all we are meeting for the first time, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can as well like, you can share. You can drop me your comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think and where exactly you are watching these videos from. If you're in the country, you can tell which part of the country you're watching from, and if you're outside the country, you can as well tell me which country or drop me the flag at the comment section, and I'll figure it out by myself. Fellow Kenyans, back to our discussion. And before you go further, I want you to listen, or I want you to watch some of the events that took place in Kamukunji before we talk about the real story. What is?
Ruto 10 bila break. 2 term. Ruto 10 bila break.
Ikiwa umekuja hapa kama wewe si wa 2 term, usikanyage hapa. Odinga alituacha kwa ODM na Gor Mahia na broad-based government.
Mimi kama Dano Ria kutoka Dandora nasema ya kwamba tuko ndani ya broad-based government.
Nairobi ni broad-based under Oburu'S Odinga. Na tuko nyuma ya Nyawang'aya. Asanteni.
Sisi party leader wetu anaitwa Mheshimiwa Oburu. Chairperson Gladys Ayatiano Nyasuna Wanga.
Mimi bwana ODM nitachukua direction kwa party leader Dr. Oburu Odinga. Broadbus oye! Broadbus oye! Asanteni sana. Tutafuata Daktari Oburu Odinga. Tuna support Dr. Oburu Odinga. Tuna support. Baba alituacha kwa Broadbus, sisi ni watu wa 2 term.
Tuko 2 term, ndio.
Niko ndani ya Broad-based. Raila ndiyo mwenye hapa.
Kwa hivyo ndugu zanguni, na wangapi wamekubali tuendelee kuimarisha chama yetu ya ODM? Wangapi wamekubali wainue mkono? Bora watu wa nyuma huko hawainui mkono. Asante. Mimi furaha tele kwa sababu inaonekana watu wa Kibra wana hamu ya mikutano, hawajakuwa na mikutano ya hadhara kwa muda mrefu. Ndio mimi naona watu wamekuwa na agility kubwa, lakini mbele hivyo tutaendelea kuwa pamoja. Asante sana na Mungu awabariki.
Now, I want us to start this way. That yes, Oburu Odinga is currently the party leader of ODM. We all agree on that. Took over after the death of his brother Raila Odinga. But then, in as much as Oburu Odinga took over, is there anything constructive that Oburu Odinga amefanya? Is there any positive? Let's talk about this. Is there any positive change that Oburu Odinga has brought to ODM since he took over as the party leader of ODM?
Hii wanasema huyu Sifuna kazi yake ni kwenda kwa TV. Hiyo TV si yangu. Hata wewe kama una maneno ya kusema unaweza itwa huko useme mambo yako. Enda pia wewe ujieleze. Kama hauna namba ya Ivono Kwara sema saa hii nikupatie. Nimwambie hata wewe una maoni unataka kwenda kusema. Baba nalaumiwa kwa kusema kwamba mimi chama changu ni ODM. Hiyo makosa iko wapi? Nalaumiwa kwa kusema kiongozi wangu ni Raila Amolo Odinga na bado yuko hapa. Watu wanaongea ni kama baba hayuko. Kwani huyu ni nani bana? Who is this? Si ni baba? Wewe unakuaje mwanachama wa ODM? Unasema baba akisema left ni left, right ni right, lakini unasimama unasema 2027 si tunaunga mtu mwingine. Baba amekutuma useme hiyo mimi. Baba ndiye amekutuma useme hiyo vitu. Wase enyo khemu bolele sasa. Bandu bano bakira nako kamalalu. Bandu bano bakira nako kamalalu. Ne baba bali sifuna omulalu. Bali sifuna has no respect, we should respect. What have I done wrong? Nataka niambiwe. Kwa hivyo mimi baba nataka nimalize kwa kusema,
is there any positive thing that Oburu Odinga can just stamp and say that tangia nichukue uongozi kutoka kwa ndugu yangu Raila, kuna mabadiliko ambayo nimeleta 1 2 3 ambayo hayakuwepo lakini sasa hivi yapo na ni ya manufaa kwa chama na kwa wananchi ama kwa wale watu ambao wanafuatilia ODM? Is there any? Personally, I think there is, but a negative one, not a positive change. Yes, change is there, but a negative one. A negative change is there is this negative energy that right now is in ODM. Kuna ka negative energy that everybody wants to speak. People like unapata watu kama kina Kasmuel wanafungua tu midomo. Kasmuel, you know, I normally wonder something here. Kasmuel is not holding any position in ODM. Kasmuel has not been elected by anybody. Kasmuel is just a kid, a 27 years old boy mwenye alishikwa mkono na Raila akaletwa kwenye ODM. Right now he wants to pretend as if yeye ako kwa deep state. I won't lie to you. This is normally the main problem with my Luo brothers and sisters. Luos, like for instance, they didn't form this government. I want us to understand this. I'm not against them. I'm not against them, but I want us to put things right. Luos didn't form this government. The moment they were brought in, only 3 of them, actually not even 3, 2. James Wandai, Opio Wandai, and Mbadi, they came into the government. The moment they got into this government, now they are pretending as if they're the ones that formed the government. I want you to see where we mess up. You didn't form this government. Now you are behaving, you want to pretend that you are more mature, you are more knowledgeable, you understand a lot of things more than even the people that formed the government. That is why right now people are shouting, we are in the government, mko kwa serikali we na nani. Mnaenda Kamukunji, you are saying that you are in the government, yet ukiulizwa ya kwamba tangia hao watu waingie kwenye serikali, what are the changes that these guys have brought to the Luo nation? There is none. And that is the same thing that Kasmuel is doing. Kasmuel aliitwa na Raila Odinga. In fact, he was not even beginning. I don't know kama Kasmuel huwa anafikiria ya kwamba akipiga hiyo kelele ataambiwa ya kwamba now Sifuna ameondoka, now become our secretary general. Do you think Kasmuel can do anything?
Accepted it is we who unpicked him and put him as Secretary General of ODM. He has never been elected anywhere as Secretary General of ODM. Then they want to walk around disparaging the party leader, Dr. Oburu'S. These are statements which Sifuna would never have made if Baba were alive. And now that Baba is gone, he thinks he's bigger than the party. He's being used by external forces, anataka kuharibu chama, because you know Sifuna should not even be maintained as the Secretary General of ODM. I say this because most of the people that support him are in direct variance with what we believe in. If we are saying that we are in the broad-based government, and Sifuna says he does not acknowledge anything called the broad-based government, he has to go. If Sifuna stands here and says that, and he said this even when Baba was alive, that he will read every statement, he will read whatever, but if the party decides to support Ruto, he will not be part of the party. The party has shown for all intents and purposes that it is sympathetic and willing to support President William Ruto for his second re-election. So what is he doing? He's wasting our time and he's going down, is trying to scuttle and break the party from within. Then he hoodwinks us. He goes to visit Dr. Oburu'S in the morning to take a photo on Baba's birthday. Then in the afternoon, he goes to carry on with some legislators and starts saying that he is calling for a truce. He's extending an olive branch for anyone who has insulted him. He must produce records where we have insulted him. I have never insulted Sifuna. But Sifuna has gone ahead and insulted leaders. So he thinks that if he takes photos with Mama, he will hoodwink our emotions. We still maintain that until he has full respect for the party leader, Dr. Oburu'S, he will go. And he has 3 options. He will go by that National Delegates Convention, which they are calling. They are pretending, they think that they have the delegates. I am a delegate within the Orange Democratic Movement. I assure you, I will mobilize fellow delegates and we will show these people dust. All these people, and remember, even people like Kina Babu, Kina Nani, that meeting, the photo that you're showing me, those are some officials in the party. The laziest officials, you'll never see them in any party organization. Head of science and research is Babu. Head of one of the political secretaries are one of these things. And here in the party now, the only person whose leadership we acknowledge is Dr. Oburu'S. It does not matter. You could be Baba's relative, you could be the official that we acknowledge as the party leader. It is not sexually transmitted, it is not genetically, it is only Dr. Oburu'S. And Sifuna is at variance with that. He goes ahead and he's managing all these theatrics. So he's running around the country, beating, thumping his chest as though he got there by himself. He was an affirmative action candidate, and he could not even garner that. He could not garner votes. So if he thinks he's bigger than the party, atoke tu aende kwa hiyo chama. Huyo mtu anafanyia kazi tunamjua, mtu ambaye anampatia pesa tunamjua. All these things that he's doing, he's just doing them to distract us. And then he goes ahead and acts as if he's the one who has been aggrieved. When he says that some people wanatoka from small communities, what language is that? That is Rigiji language. That's how Rigiji speaks. Sifuna ameanza siasa ya shares ati kuna wale wanatoka kwa small communities wanazaana wanapigiwa kura. That's a secretary general. Atuonyeshe minutes where we agreed that is our spokesperson is supposed to be speaking. And I know he's trying to get into presidential negotiations, but he cannot be. He's trying to agitate so that he's brought into the board. Just the same way he was not considered for cabinet is the same way he's not in this negotiation board. And Dr. Oburu'S should now stop bembelezaring Sifuna. We will deal with him for you. Sifuna either atatolewa na NDC ama atatolewa vile aliingizwa because he was not voted in. Ama vijana sisi
So this narrative of these guys pretending as if everything is fine, as if they know it all. Oburu'S wants to kill ODM akiona. I'm wondering why Oburu Odinga wants to kill ODM. Raila Odinga left ODM in a very good place, in a very good position that ODM could do everything, could do anything. But right now, things that you are doing as a party leader, things that you are doing, you are encouraging as a party leader, ought not even to be done by anybody. You know, when you try to compare ODM right now with other parties, you come to realize that ODM is right now the most confused party ever in the government in this Kenya. Look at Jubilee. Look at ANC. Look at DCP. When you are, there is something that these guys are failing to understand. Okay, Mulienda Kamukunji. What was the reason as to why you were shouting Gachagua this, Gachagua that? What was the purpose of shouting Gachagua? Gachagua alifanya nini? Gachagua alikujaje kwenye mkutano wenu? Si mlienda pale mambo na forum zenu. Why call Gachagua? You have to pretend that you are very strong, yet you are very weak. The strength of a person is not known by how loud he or she shouts, but it's known or is seen by how the person reacts or acts in silence. One of my friends, I think you know yourself, I won't mention your name, sent me this, and they said that Oburu is not fighting Babu and Sifuna. He is secretly fighting Ruto while laughing as friends. The real enemy of Babu, Oburu and Sifuna is Ruto. Why? This is the reason. Ruto wants to trick ODM into supporting him without demanding the deputy position, seat, and 50% of the government. That way, he maintains Kindiki, who is a humble deputy who doesn't talk much about corruption. Ruto is also already planning the 2032 succession, and the best for Kalenjins is reconciliation with Mount Kenya and the Kenyatta family, because they will get a deputy and give Kindiki, Ichungwa and Waiguru or Ndindi the presidency. The likes of Wanga and Mudavadi are being tricked by Ruto, while a secret Kikuyu Kalenjin pact for 2032 is being plotted. I don't know how true this is, but it might be true. The reconciliation between Kikuyus and the Kalenjins. A time is coming, we'll just prove it. Tutapata tu kweli. But my problem is with my Luo brothers and sisters and those who are supporting ODM. Yes, I know you want to be viral, you want to be vocal, you want to be heard, but the truth of the matter is, in that process, in that area where you think that now you want to be heard, you're messing up big time. How are you messing up? You're messing up big time by doing this, by keeping on shouting, showing. Wakati ambapo Ruto alikuwa anasema watu wengine ni wapumbavu, I was like, okay, so why is Ruto calling other people wapumbavu? Now it is clear that the upumbavu that William Ruto was saying, it is open. Ile wapumbavu that William Ruto alikuwa anasema, it is now open. Can you imagine that umeenda mkutano and then unaanza kusema ya kwamba Kamukunji, hakuna mtu yote ambaye anapaswa kukanyaga Kamukunji kama yeye aongee kuhusu tutam. Hiyo tutam yenye unaongelea, what is it going to benefit you with? These guys should really wake up. I really don't know who will one day just go to these people and tell these people, wake these people up and be, hey, my brothers, wake up. You're being lied to, and you know the problem is that they've gotten into the trap unknowingly. Wameingia kwa trap ya William Ruto blindly without realizing that wameingia kwa trap ya Ruto. And Ruto is very cunning. I normally say that if there's somebody who is very much cunning in this country, it's William Ruto. You will not know how he's going to trap you, but he's going to trap you. Right now, I'm a trap Luos. Watu kama kina Kaluma saizi wanaimba tu kwenda Singapore. You can't go to Singapore. Singapore is thousands and thousands of kilometers. You can't go to Singapore kama uwezi ukajenga shule Kenya. Hatuwezi tukaenda Singapore kama Wakenya wanalia, gharama ya maisha iko juu, wanataka tuende Singapore. What are we going to do Singapore? Why? Charity begins at home. Why can't we deal with the things that are affecting us in the country first, before we talk about going to other countries, or maybe before you're going before you talk about evolution, evolving? You understand? So anyway, guys, I would like to listen to your thought also at the comment section, because helping Luos or maybe talking to Luos, my little brothers, you have to wake up. This, I'll keep on singing this for you. That Luos and lawyers really have to wake up and realize that William Ruto is a player. Ushaona yule, ushakuwa kwa, I know most of majority were in this. Ushakuwa kwa ile situation whereby uko na mtu kwa relationship, lakini this guy is a player. Akona wewe, anataka mwingine, like he's not settled. A guy who is not settled. He doesn't know, okay, he doesn't know what he wants. Maybe he's lying to you that, oh, wewe ndio mtu nataka, lakini nyuma yako anaona na wasichana wengine ama wana mwingine. So that is what William Ruto is doing. William Ruto is a very big player. And is a player who knows how to win his game. Nyinyi, you're being played and you're blindfolded. You don't know that you're being played. Kaingia kwenye box, ukishaingia kwa box ni hivyo. Umeingia kwa box, umeuza chama 2032 2027, hiyo kelele yenu mnapiga, Sifuna hata kuwepo. Sifuna hata kuwepo. Hata kuwepo. Nilisikia Anyang' Nyong'o akisema kwamba if you see Sifuna, you see future. These guys are seeing Sifuna, are seeing now. They are not seeing the future. The future is bright. The future will only be clear if they sit down and understand that, okay, Sifuna is telling us 1, 2, 3 things. And then we are saying 1, 2, 3. Why can't we bring these ideas of Sifuna, people like Sifuna, Babu Owino, on the table and ask them, okay, why are you saying this, and this here? Why is it that your ideas and your ideology and our ideologies are somehow different, yet we are in the same party? How can we make these things work? But hao ni kina nani? Luos kawaida yao ni kuchase stamp. They know it. They are the knowing it all people in this country. Can I know what you think at the comment section?